guys, what is up? It is your girl and your daddy here, Jaquo Viola, and I'm back with another mother freaking video. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. How deep can you go? Video.
Sound like a bird.
Anyways, guys, yes, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is honestly kind of just something real simple. We were gonna go outside and make a better video, but
It does not
the
look
weather,
nice.
the last
3 days.
3 days have been on and off. One day it's super sunny, the next day it's cold, the next day it's warm. It's honestly crazy.
And it rained like for 10 seconds earlier.
Right.
I do know what happened.
And the weather the last few weeks have been just crazy. Winter needs to hurry up, and Punxsutawney Phil needs to come out of his hole. He's a groundhog, if you guys don't know. Groundhog Day. I don't know what day it is. What is it? Wasn't it like February or something?
No, I would look in our calendar. You want me to Google it? Google it.
Our calendar? Do they even have it on here?
Yeah, they list all the things for the month somewhere.
Groundhog Day. Oh, right here. Groundhog Day. Oh, it's tomorrow, guys. Groundhog Day tomorrow. So tomorrow
really?
you go and check out. You go and check and find out whether there's how many more weeks of winter left. Whether or not Punxsutawney Phil comes out of his groundhog hole and sees his shadow. I'm from Pennsylvania, so I know a little bit about that.
She knows more
You
about
feel
that.
me?
I don't. I called him some other names. I don't even know. It wasn't Punxsutawney
No,
Phil,
it was
though.
something so weird.
Spaghetti Manetti, I don't know. Something.
I don't know. It was something really weird. I was like, Punxsutawney Phil, you mean? And she was like, yeah, you know what I meant.
Didn't know his name.
But yeah, guys, so today's video is not anything too crazy. You know, normally we would be doing like a prank or a challenge or
We were going to go outside like we
vlogs
said.
or whatever the case is, but the weather's not too
So we're
shabby
staying indoors
outside.
in the new house.
We're in the new house, just chilling.
The room is not ready
Yeah,
yet.
so don't judge us if the room looks a little messy in the background because we definitely have not finished anything yet.
Right, there's boxes everywhere. We need
to do the
clothes
whole
racks
house,
and stuff.
and we need to just figure everything out. It's too cluttered in here, but we will get that. We'll definitely
It
get
doesn't
that.
look bad enough, so we did the video.
You feel me? You feel us? But anyways, guys, yes, today's video is going to be, real simple, and it is basically how we met. It's a story time of how Des and I met, because you guys are probably wondering how we met, and she's going to be in a lot of my videos now because I live with her, and we're just going to start our journey and see what 2020 has in store for us.
I just need my bamboo walking
Stick?
Yeah. Wow, my arms are
You like
so
took my
long.
hair with you.
No, that was my own hair. Look how long my
No,
arms
I
are.
felt
Put
it,
your
like,
arms
pulled.
up. I thought your arm was this long. Woo! Ready?
But alright, guys.
Okay.
Okay, let's get into the story. Alright, so basically story time of how Des and I met. So I am gonna go with my side of the story first, and then we'll get into Des's side of the story.
Yeah, because it starts with her. I come in like maybe midway or more like kind of.
Well, I mean, let's just get to the story because we've known each other for a little over a couple years now, so.
Right, but not like physically, just
Yeah.
like. No. What is it?
We've only known each other like in person for like 5 or 6 months, but like.
I think we're at 5 months.
But like in general, it's like 2 years,
2 years or 3 years,
something
almost.
like that. So, my side of the story. All right, guys. So basically, I'm from Pennsylvania. I went to school in Ohio for a little bit, and then my mom was like, "Oh, you should transfer to South Carolina to start your life over and, have better opportunities," because I was going through some stuff in life, and she's like, "I think you should move away." And my aunt had just recently moved down to South Carolina, so I was like, you know what, why not? I've never, been down south before, so except for whenever I flew down to Florida for school. But
Right.
that's
All
when
she does is travel.
I love
Like,
traveling.
if you get to know her, if she starts like talking about herself like personally on here, you'll get to know her. She likes to do a lot of.
I love to do a whole bunch of things. I love to travel, meet new people, do new things. Anyways, guys, so I moved down to South Carolina, and I was going into my sophomore year of college, and I didn't really know anybody down here. So you have these different like, I don't want to say dating, but like. Basically nowadays are like more of like hookup sites, but I just use them
websites.
Right, I just use them to meet people because if you move somewhere you don't really know anybody, so I'm like, okay. So I had like I think like Tinder and Meet Me and whatever else.
I just said Tinder when you said Tinder, but I said it silently. I was like,
but yeah, so it was either Tinder or whatever the other ones are.
Bumble.
Anyways, guys. So I had met this specific person, and we're not gonna name that person. We're not gonna get any, information out. But we're gonna call her. What do we want to call her?
Do we want to call her like Apple or something?
Apple or Alexis? Alexis Apple.
Alexis Apple.
Yes.
Okay. I like that.
All right. So her name is Alexis Apple. So I was on either Meet Me or Tinder or whatever the case was, and.
Who was friends with her first, though? Me or you?
You were friends. Yeah, we're going to get to that first, because you were friends with her first. Okay, guys. So, anyway, I just moved down to South Carolina. I had either Meet Me or Tinder or whatever one it was. And so Alexis Apple and I met each other on there. And she was like, oh, you want to hang out, get together. And I'm like, okay. So we hung out.
Sure.
And we, started to become friends or whatever. And then I was only there for a couple months. I moved there in August. And I think her birthday is actually, like, at the end of September. Or October or something around there. Anyways, so Alexis Apple basically was like, you should come with me and my friends to a birthday dinner at the restaurant that I work at. And I'm like, okay, why not? Do something fun. And then unfortunately those plans got canceled, so we didn't go out to eat, but we did go back to her house. And we went to her house, and she's like, we should just chill and drink and, smoke whatever, all that. Yeah. I'm throwing the shot back. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you were throwing shots back?
Not me, because I'm not much of a drinker. At least not at that time, because I didn't even start drinking until I was like, 21.
Four Locos.
After I turned 21 is when I was like, you know what, I'll drink a little bit. But this time I was not 21. Anyway, so I didn't really drink there, but it was her birthday, and she just happened to, want to take a picture with me on her birthday. So I'm like, okay, I'll take a picture with you. So we took a picture together, and she posted me on her Snapchat story, and she put my little @ on Snapchat. And so that basically leads to Dez's side of the story. So this happened in 2017. Yeah, yes. That was 2017. So around like the end of August, beginning of September, maybe between August and October, something like that. Well, around that time.
It was like...
I think it was September. I think her birthday's in September, so... I
think so.
So, yeah.
So
I had only been in South Carolina for, like, maybe a month and a half, and then I met her. Well, I met Alexis Apple. And so...
Yeah, and then... I just so happened to go on Alexis Apple's Snapchat, and I see, the post with her and her little tag. I usually don't add people, like, when they post somebody else on there, so I'm just like...
Alright.
I don't know.
A lot of people be like PMS, like or POMS, or
put me on your Snap or whatever the case might be.
I don't add people when they do that.
I just don't usually add people, and I looked at her, and it's not... People are usually like, oh, you probably added her because she's cute, whatever. I mean, yeah, she's cute, but, this is my best friend. I just want to explore the universe with my best friend. So, like, they're like, oh, you added her because she was cute. No, I added her because, something about her was like, hey, be her friend. All right. So we start talking.
Actually, what day did we add each other? She added me on Snapchat. Oh, yeah,
it's in our Snapchat. I forgot they have the scores there. No, go over here. Alright, well, let's click on you and let's find out. We're getting this. Hold on. We need accurate days.
Okay, so November. So it was November 16th of 2017 is whenever she posted that picture, and she added me on her story. So
it's been A good little minute.
So,
Yeah.
but I think you should tell them that you and Alexis Apple actually knew each other for what, 3 or 4 years?
Actually, it's been a little longer than that. So me and Alexis Apple met on Meet Me as well, I guess, as you guys did. And it was back when I was in high school. I've been out of school for like 5 years now.
Yeah, I've been out of school for 4 years.
So I've actually, altogether, I've known her for like 6 years, almost. I've never met her in person, ever.
Yeah, which is crazy because she has never met Alexis Apple in person, but I have met Alexis Apple.
And she's never even really FaceTimed me like that, so it's like, okay, this person wasn't, reliable in conversation. And that's what I like, conversation. Y'all, see how she talks. Conversation. Like, bajillion check marks.
I'm up here on my talking.
Right. Basically. And also, Alexis Apple and I, prior to me knowing me and Alexis Apple tried to talk to me or get with me.
Oh, like talk to you and like get with you?
Yes, like from a distance type of deal. And I was like, you're far away, it's not gonna happen.
Right.
So the day that I go to meet her for her birthday, let me reverse.
Yeah, let me go back to my side.
Yeah,
real quick before we
so basically
go into
my
like
part
meeting.
was that I met her off of Alexis Apple's Snapchat, and then we became, we weren't really friends at first.
So when we first started talking, we talked here and there, on Snapchat. Like whenever I would post something, especially when I would post my food, she would always slide up and be like, "Oh man, like when are you gonna come make me like some food?"
Is
and like
so good. She makes the best food out of scratch.
Yes.
You can do Dollar Tree items, and don't sleep on Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree items and make the best meal.
Right. So we weren't really friends. I mean, we were friends, but we weren't like best friends at that point in time. I actually had a best friend on the side. We're actually not currently best friends anymore. Let's just call her
Caramel Camille.
Caramel Camille. Okay. So Caramel Camille, we were best friends, but I mean, we're not best friends anymore. And I don't wish anything bad on her or anything. I wish her nothing but the best, but that's another time. Anyways, so where were we actually?
We were talking
about. We weren't really best friends at that time. So we would talk here and there. And then, that was the end of 2017, 2018
You were
rolls
dating
around.
somebody.
Oh no, not in 2018. 2018, I kind of just finished school and everything.
Oh, we were trying to FaceTime, or I would try to FaceTime you in school.
Yeah, that reminds me, because I was in college, and she was actually working at McDonald's, and she always used to FaceTime me, or at least try to FaceTime me when she was at work, and her connection and Wi-Fi was terrible as fuck, not gonna lie. Like,
listen,
it was terrible.
McDonald's,
Every time she would kind of try to call me, I'm like, what are you saying? Like, I can't hear you, like, literally. But yeah, I was like, you know what, you're just gonna have to call me another time.
Call you when I get home.
Right. And then we really never even called each other back after that.
It was her.
It was more of me. I mean, I was in college.
She didn't want to talk to me.
It wasn't that I didn't want to talk to her. I was in college, and I just didn't really have time to just sit there and FaceTime people all the time, except for Caramel freaking Camille.
Caramel Camille.
Anyways,
These
so,
names.
2018, that happens, and then... At the end of 2018, I left, South Carolina because Hurricane Florence happened, and so I had to go down to the bottom of Georgia, the top of Florida, and yeah. So I was actually dating somebody at that time. Oh, what do we want to call her?
Marshmallow. Oh wait, no.
Shellfish
Sally.
All right, so we got Shellfish Sally. So I was dating Shellfish. I can't even say that without even messing it up. Shellfish Sally. You guys know what I'm saying. So I was dating her, and so we went down to the bottom of Georgia, top of Florida, and we were living down there for a few months. We were homeless, actually. We were homeless for like 2 months, but then we actually ended up getting a job and saving up, and I got an apartment. And that's for another story as well. So
Yeah,
let's just say that at the end of 2018, Shellfish, Sally, and I were not really in the best of
terms
in our relationship. It was not very good. It was quite toxic, and so
get out while you can.
Let's just say the beginning of 2019. So in January, some stuff happened. A big argument happened between us, and then I kind of realized I had some type of spiritual awakening. No cap. Like, I woke up out of my sleep one night, and I just started writing down 2019 New Year's resolutions and all that. And then I started, I wrote down, spreading peace, love, and positivity wherever I go, not settling down for anything less than I deserve, going with the flow of life, and trying to be a better person. And so the next day, I just sat her down, and I just broke up with her. I'm like, we can be friends if you want, but other than that...
Woke up, broke up.
Right. And so we broke up, and she ended up, talking her crap, getting everything that she needed to say off her chest. I didn't say nothing to her just because I was like, this is my spiritual awakening process. I'm trying to just go with the flow. There's no point in arguing. So I just left her at that, didn't say nothing, let her say what she had to say, and went about my life. And then, so, basically, Des and I, after her and I broke up,
I posted something
on Snapchat about her, and then Des and I started talking again like that. We just...
I pretty much was like, I saw it, and I was just like, oh, something happened. So I went and, go be nosy a little bit with my friend. And from that moment on, I mean, she just, I was
living in, Georgia by myself for the first time. I was living there by myself.
She was closer to me before.
Right, I was closer to you before. We were 4 hours apart, and then 5 hours.
Into 13
then
hours.
It turned into 13 hours. So anyway, so we started talking, and we were friends, we got really close. She just asked me what was wrong, what I was going through, and... Yeah. She's honestly just been there ever since. I mean, some shit happened in 2019 last year, and I unfortunately had to go back up to my parents' house, and so we had a little bit of miscommunication issues because Des and I weren't really, we had just started talking. We weren't we were close, but we weren't super close yet. We didn't really know each other.
We weren't too sure,
but sure about each other. We weren't sure about ourselves and how we would be around each other. So I didn't want to just jump in, or she really didn't want to just jump into it. I was more of the type of person. I was like, I don't even care. I would just jump in because
she goes for it.
I go for it. I'm a risk taker.
You don't have to take her blindfold off. She's already running.
I really did not want to go back up to my mom and dad's house because it's just my hometown is kind of just it's pretty, but at the same time it's just bland, and people really don't do anything with their lives. They just kind of stay there, and that's just not the type of person I am. I like to explore. I like to go out. I don't like staying in one place for too long, and I felt like going back home, it was just bringing back flashback memories into high school and middle school and depressing thoughts, and it was making me go back into a depressive state of mind. But I mean, I still talk to Des every day, even though some days she pissed me off to the point where I just ignored her.
She would hang up on me and not talk to me all day
for hours,
long, and I'd just be like,
bye, I don't even want to talk to you anymore. And she'd be like, bye, and she'd be like, I'm sorry.
Half the time I don't even know what I did.
I just have a little bit of slight anger issues. I mean, I'm working on them, but one day at a time.
Okay.
One day at a time.
She'll be okay.
And then what? So we actually didn't even meet until my 21st birthday. So we've known each other since 2017.
We've known each other almost 3 years.
Almost
this year
3
makes
years.
it 3 years, but pretty much for 2 years, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah.
I've known her over the phone, and then for about 5 months now, I've known her.
Right. So how we met in person was, me and Des were getting really close as I was up in Pennsylvania at my parents' house, and last year was my 21st birthday, and I wanted to do something, crazy for it, and exciting, but that did not go as planned, and that is definitely another story time.
We can include that in the other story time, unless you want to have a specific story time.
Wait. No, we're gonna we're gonna put that into another story time.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, that is
Yeah,
some
that's
tea.
another story. Yeah, that's some tea. That's another story for another story time.
There's some
like,
stuff you read, like, if somebody goes post something crazy on
Yeah.
Facebook, and you're just
My
like...
hair, I think, is like... But yeah, so basically, I wanted to do something good for my birthday, but it did not turn out as planned. But that's all right, because, you know, everything happens in life for a reason.
Well, the
So-
only good part of that party was me coming
Yeah.
there.
I mean, honestly, because the person that was
Party!
supposed to be there for me... oh, gosh.
Her
like, honestly,
choice.
me, I was just...
Her girlfriend choice, y'all.
She was not my girlfriend. Let me just say she was not my girlfriend.
Boo-thang choice.
No,
is
I was
immaculate.
experimenting. Not that I really wanted to. My little sisters pushed me to do this one. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay to myself.
She
But anyways.
tried the wrong Hispanic restaurant. That is all I will say.
Yeah. So anyways. Yeah, that's for another story time. Another time. That's
Another
a crazy...
time for another story.
Right.
Not right now.
But anyways, so... Basically, I met Des on my 21st birthday last
The
year.
day of, in the
The
morning,
day
I
of.
flew up to her and I
She
was like,
flew up to
"Pick me up."
she flew up to Pittsburgh. My parents don't live in Pittsburgh. They live like an hour away from Pittsburgh. But I went up with my dad to pick her up from the airport. And the person that was with me, I really didn't even acknowledge her. Because, like, Des and I were friends for so long. And I just wanted to meet her that I was just so caught up in, like, Des.
I had never gone to fly to meet anybody.
And I had never
like,
had anybody ever
randomly.
fly to come meet me either. So this was like, you know, my adrenaline was kicking because, you know, we've been talking for so long
Like,
as
I
friends.
went through
And we're
that
just
airport
like,
and I was just like, where is this girl? Like, how tall is she? I wanted to know how tall she was. I expected her
and
to
I
be
was
like my
actually
height
on
or a little bit
crutches.
taller.
I was actually on crutches at that time because of the story that we'll tell another time.
Man.
So, like, when I got out of the car, I was on crutches on my birthday, and...
She crutched to me in a kind of swift manner, and she was just like...
You know? And then she's like, I want a hug. And I'm like, I can't really give you a hug right now. But, yeah.
She tried to hug me when we got back to her house, and I was just like, oh, now you want to hug me? Like...
No, I'm pretty sure you said, now that we're
Hello?
back at the house, can I have a proper hug or something like
Oh,
that?
yeah, I did probably say
Something
that,
like that.
knowing me.
But that's how we met, and then...
We met on her 21st birthday, 2 years
She stayed
after.
for what? You
You
stayed for
5
like,
days?
what, 5 days, and then she flew home, and Des was actually very upset when she flew home. She cried.
I cried.
Her mom
for
even
like
told me
4
that she
days
cried.
after.
Her mom's like, she's so sad.
I flew right back up and took
Yeah,
her
what,
with
2
me
months? 2 months later,
second
we
time. I was
decided
like,
that it was not a good place for me to stay up there, so we made a choice and had me come down here, and now we're just living our lives. I mean, it's been rocky here and there, but we're pushing through.
Whose life isn't rocky? If your
Right.
life is smooth like butter, then it ain't no life at all. You just, you know, you're not
You're just
experiencing all
riding
the...
along.
You're not experiencing all the vegetables and the chickens that you could be cooking with that butter. You...
Yeah, all the vegetables and the chickens. But yeah,
Yes.
we're very excited though because we have a lot of stuff that we want to get into this year and
Sorry.
within ourselves. Yo, you're good, and
I
explore
shut the
and
talk out.
just everything. But that's how we met. We've known each other for a while now, and then
A
we
little
met
crazy
in person.
loop-de-loop ride. Alexis Apple was upset because when I had went
Oh,
to
yeah, I
visit
forgot
her
about that part.
the first time I was kind of trying not to post a picture because I knew she was gonna see it and be like, oh, and she did just that because
That is
I had
crazy.
posted
Yeah,
one.
I forgot about that because we were gonna talk about that. Yeah.
And
So Alexis Apple. Yeah. So she got jealous because
She's
she
like, why
came up
did you?
to see me for my birthday, and she was like, well, why can't you come see me? Now, mind you guys, Des lives near Atlanta area, and she lives in, near Charleston, South Carolina. The two
She's
states are pretty
closer
close.
to me.
They're like a 4-hour drive, and
she had a car,
she has
too.
her own car.
She knew I didn't have a car at one point in time. She could have came to visit me. She was off all the time. She, hey,
Right.
what are you doing? All the way up here.
So you're gonna get mad
Or
because
down
she
here.
flew up to Pennsylvania to see me, but yet you could have drove 4 hours to come down and see her because you knew she didn't have a car.
I always
But you
go.
got mad, and we were just like, what? And then even after I moved down here, she was still texting us and
She texted
basically
me.
being like, I don't know, like
Ignorant, kind
not
of.
well. That one day she did text you being ignorant, but like, remember how she kept opening up like my stories and like sending me snaps just because like she was just being nosy.
She was being funny.
And just
She was being funny. Basically, she's like, oh, why you visit her? Don't visit me.
Right.
You don't even talk. You don't even talk to me.
Right. Why would we sit here and try to make time for you if you're not gonna make time for us? So. But I mean, she hasn't talked to us in a hot minute, probably since like December.
Yeah.
So, it's
She
whatever. It's life.
Messaging me on something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I think it was Snapchat. She like commented on my story or whatever. I was
Excuse
just like,
me. Des doesn't like burps, but
no, that's.
But yeah, that is how we met. It was pretty
Kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy.
You have to watch the other Storytime videos to understand the parts in the middle that are actually like the super crazy parts, because like them two separate stories like that she said she'll put in another video.
You're gonna be like,
listen.
Wow.
Listen.
No.
Our favorite. Somebody of our favorite just texted us.
Oh yeah.
Or me, but.
Was it a snap or like a message?
A snap.
No. It was probably just like a.
Listen, them stories crazy though. If you want to hear some real.
Yes, stay tuned. Stay tuned for those stories because
she'll even show you like some of the outcomes, like physical.
Oh yeah.
Identification.
Oh yeah, the two stories.
What
happened.
happened.
Yeah, the two stories. So.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give them any
hey,
sneak peeks or.
We're on 22 minutes in the video. That's her angel number. Well, now you guys know.
But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want us to make more, any type of video, pranks, challenges, more about her, more about me,
DIYs.
More about what we're doing in life,
life
everything.
in general.
Right, life in general. What? Like you said, DIYs. We want to do carpool videos, maybe even like little parodies, whatever the case is. We honestly just want to try so many different videos out, and we're super, super excited.
Yeah, I might just be sitting here. I might just think I'm a little boy.
Yeah, you guys might just think, you guys don't know what you have coming to you because you guys just think that Des is, quiet and not very talkative, but definitely once you get to know her, she will crack you the hell up because she cracks me up every day.
I could be a voiceover actress.
She definitely should be.
Like,
no cap. Like,
this is
her voiceovers are hilarious.
Many voices.
But we're not gonna give them any sneak peeks yet. Because they need to just stay tuned. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. And also follow Des on her social media because they will all be down in the link in the description box below.
FMOT, what does that mean? Follow me on Twitter, Team Jaquel and D.
Yeah, Jaquel and D.
Yeah, because my name wouldn't have rhymed with
Odessa and Jaquel.
Or Des and Jaquel.
Des and Jaquel.
People can't pronounce my real name.
Or we can just go with Daddy and Des like we normally do. But yes, guys, thank you for watching our video, and we will be back soon. Peace.